Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. I just got done doing an audition, so that's why I'm like all made up and I'm in a dress. So that's why I look like this. But I want to hop on because one, I haven't been posting recently. Obviously, I've been going through it. I've been really going through it. I'm just now trying to like rebuild, and I think I talked about this before, where I was going through kind of like a health crisis where I had some, I had some, sorry, my brain is like fogging up. It's literally 6:30 p.m. and I've been up since like 7 a.m. I've not slept. I literally made myself stay up and everything. And have been, just working nonstop. But I have been, um, I've had a, I've had like my ankles started swelling up, and it was like a lot harder for me to walk, and it wasn't painful, but it just felt like I should walk, and it was hard to really walk and do anything hardly, making my, making my ankles kind of like my ankles and kind of like the rest of my leg go from like very like normal, pretty thin, things like that, to just like loaded, and it was kind of very un, um, it was very unnatural to me, especially given that like I work out a ton, so I work out, I do some like a little bit of cardio, a little bit of like cardio, like burpees, squats, and things like that, like at midnight, and then I end up just walking a bit afterwards, and then there are times where I would do like a evening workout, so it'll be like around this time where I, do a workout, I do like Pilates, kickboxing, yoga, type of thing, and I've been doing that, and even with that, it looked unnatural, and it was very hard for me to really work out, so I had to take some time to rest, to elevate my feet, and things like that. So it's a lot better, but I've had it once before where it almost swelled up my entire foot, and I thought it was like diabetes related, and I have, you know, diabetes, it runs in my family, so I was like freaking out about it. And so it's really not good in terms of stress. It's really not good in terms of anything. And I really was very stressed out, very depressed. I went into a very deep depression. It was bad, 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 bad. And then on top of that, I was, trying to do as much as I could each and every day, but then having that, and then on top of, being depressed, of course, and then I got sick. It actually came from being very hungover. I was drinking the night before because I'm either drinking because I'm very depressed and there's no stopping, or I'm having fun with it. I don't want to stop. There's like a in between where I can do one or two, be fine. But then like it starts in like 6 and 7 and 8 to the point where like I'm almost feeling like I'm throwing up, but I'm going, like keep going constantly, um, constantly keeping it going, and holding in those, then the vomit that's trying to come up and stuff like that. It's like, that and not eating much. So it's a lot of that had happened. was sick, bedridden, hungover. I did not get any care. All I got was I got yelled at, basically. So yeah, I really feel like I'm in a very toxic situation, toxic living situation. Every day I wish to leave because it's not good for me at all. Um, I've been doing a lot in terms of my salon where I'm gonna have memberships for for my subscribers where it'll be basically gonna be like a YouTuber, like a YouTube supporter membership. I'll also have the same thing for my TikTok followers where you guys can have like I'm still trying to think whether or not it'd be like an annual or a bi-monthly or a monthly membership, but it'll be maybe a membership where you get like a counselors as well as like a wow dress style, things like that. If you get that membership's gonna be up to 20% off. I will only have that, but I also will have a lot of events, like promotional events. I'll have some back to school, um, I'll have some back to school deals, some welcome week deals if you're starting college or beauty school, trade school, whatever school you got, you're just starting out. I'll give you some deals with that. I'll also have like um, deals and opportunities for like concerts and sports events, like um, going to a Indiana Fever game, Indianapolis Colts game, Indiana Pacers game, that stuff, even for like wrestling events. So if WWE comes in or AEW comes in, those things. I originally got that plan. Like I I was inspired to get that have that idea when I was working. It was when I thought about work. I was kind of reminiscing when I was working at this one salon where they had a whole weekend just of Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift had a whole weekend of concerts in Indy, and I remembered it being so annoying and just so overbearing because why are we celebrating this one person? Like, I understand it, but at the same time, I don't. Because what about the Colts games? Those happen. What about, I think, either game, either Kane or um, Morgan Wallen came through to Indy as well for their concerts. What about those? AEW had a show. I think it was Dynamite or something else. Another show. They had that. WWE had WrestlePalooza, and that was basically a part of John Cena's retirement tour. You know, a lot of events that they could have marketed on and things like that. It was there. Like they could have taken that. Even the local events like the Indy 500, they never had. They never did anything with. Neither they did do the Jazz Fest, Carmel Jazz Fest. They never did. So I basically am thinking. I basically not thinking, but I'm wanting to work on bringing those in as salon exclusives. You can get deals and discounts off of select services for you to use and have, you know, to have it part of getting your hair did, things like that, just bringing in more occasions instead of it being just one person for what? Two, like one part, one tour, things like that. Like, kind of bring it more. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. So be on the lookout. I'll let you know. Go check it out. You can always keep up my TikTok, which is KAYKIT 61. I literally just forgot. Like, oh man, what? I almost forgot my own handle. Why did I do that? Oh my gosh, the other day I really didn't know. Um, and then also you can check out my Instagram as well. Be at Monica Star 12. So Monica Star 12. Check that out. And then also if you just type in on Google, type in Love and Lip Butter Beauty, you can just see my website pop up. And I'm on it in terms of like my business is on, like my salon is on there in terms of like business, like Google business. So you can see when I put those up. So not just welcome, wake up back to school and things like that, but I've also put out, also want to put out like, have just like certain specials like Touch Up Tuesdays, where you can come in and get a style touched up, a dress style touched up for 10% off. And, also getting like, I'm thinking either a special occasion Saturday or self-care Saturday. You can come in and get your hair did then. I'm still figuring out the discount for that one, but yeah, that's coming in. You can get that. I'm really just planning to bring out a lot of opportunities for everybody to use, especially in terms of your hair and things like that, and really bringing my salon's business. My goal is to really make like 500, at least 500 each day, and hopefully making it grow, and grow, and things like that. I also have my GoFundMe that could really help me as well, like really help grow. So I'll drop those in the description below, as well as my websites in the description below. And that will help me get products, that'll help me get materials, tools for a lot of services, especially upcoming services that I'm trying to add on. Like, I'm trying to add on keratin treatments, trying to add on roller sets. I need to get dryer or roller sets to like dry up, things like that. I need to get more materials for braiding so I can do cornrows. I can do like, I'm in the process of doing like lemonade. Well, yeah, lemonade braids. I can do box braids. I can do all kinds of braids, or at least try to do all kinds of braids. I can do twists, long twists. So I'm like trying to build up as much as I can, sew-ins even. So I'm really trying my best to like get what I can. But I also need to like feel like I'm good financially to be able to do that, as well as pay rent and things like that. I'm just barely keeping up. And then on top of that, I haven't even washed my hair in months. So, because like really running low on shampoo. I'm running very low on heat protectant, so I'm really like barely even using that. And that's not good for my hair. So it's like, really trying to do this, as well as being able to do, all of this and still being able to keep my my mental state intact and my mental stability and things like that, and just to be able to, be in an environment that helps me rather than destroys me and things like that. So I'm hoping you can help me in every way you can. Like, comment, share this video, share my videos, my channel, share my channel to others. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Hype the video, do everything you can, and donate to my me. Schedule appointments, salon. Really help me build this lawn up from the ground. Like build it up, continue to build it up, giving others a chance to come in and things like that. Let them know. Support the salon, support me, as well as supporting me by acting and things like that. Just really help me, support me, get me out of my toxic situation and things like that. So, yeah, I'm feeling very tired right now. Like I'm feeling very, very tired. So I'm going to go ahead and leave. Go ahead and hop off so that I can sleep and feel more refreshed and to post more, to work on some more. Oh, before I go, I do want to say, I know that I have also started writing my screen, like writing some like movies and short films and plays once more. I started writing one of one of these films that are set in the 70s. I want to give it kind of like a black exploitation kind of uh like a black exploitation, like almost like storytelling in a way, but also kind of like just expressing my growing love for the 70s, and then the characters that I thought about and wanted to bring out that I thought about, years ago and wanting to, bring to life and things like that. So I started writing that and process of, writing it through and things like that. So yeah. I just wanted to, point that out, put that out there. And, it'll really be very helpful if you help me with that as well. Help me, uh, help me financially to really keep going and things like that to really help. Because I've also kind of become very self-conscious when I write and even subconscious acting things. And I really just, I want to keep a clear head and clear mindset of um, doing what I do. And, I want to be able to know I have supporters out there for me so that I'm able to, do what I can and do what I do and, get a smile on my face every single time I do it. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take it out. So then I feel refreshed and then I can do more and I'll let you know about my, I'll let you know about the welcome week and the back to school, all things like that in terms of my salon, as well as my acting updates, my writing updates. So definitely check those out. Check out my TikTok and Instagram as well. And I'll see you later. See ya.